Okay, so this is a video doing setting the intention for a sacred space before healing. Always wash your hands, wash your face. Before any healing that you're going to do, it's very important to make sure that your hands, which are often involved, and your face, because when I'm doing sound healing it's coming from my mouth, that you've cleansed this area. Okay, so just make sure you do that. Then you need to take in some breaths to center yourself. So I like to breathe in deeply from the stomach, and I always put my hands out in gratitude of the space, the energy that I'm going to receive, the space I'm creating. So you need to put the intention out to thank Spirit for the space and the healing that's about to take place. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. And then I usually raise my hands above my head and just bring down, trace the line to center my energy to my heart. Okay, now, before a client even arrives, it's really important to do these exercises alone. Then I like to take a C. Now, I'm going to flatten this C slightly. So C is the molecules. This is the note of the earth. This is the energy of the earth, and you need to create an invitation to the earth energy to rise up and seal the base of the space that you're about to use in the healing. Okay? So I'm going to just tune a C for a little bit and show you how I focus the intention on the space grounding and then creating the space upwards so that the entire room begins to build up a frequency that can be held outside of time. Okay? So, focusing. So while I'm doing this humming, this toning and moving and adding harmonics to hear the frequencies of the room, I'm trying to ask the space to grow. That intention helps the energy to flow further into the room. Then when I begin to feel that the space is taking the sound on board, this is when I bring my hands forwards and just focus on visualizing the milky white streams of prana connect between my hands and from my mouth, so that I'm creating the beginning of the energy flow that's going to be used in the healing. Now remember what I said, prana is very slow moving because this 3D world in which we're going to do the healing is very heavy and very sticky. By using this C frequency and the other frequencies I use throughout the healing, you're beginning to create a sacred energy space in which the energy of spirit can move much more quickly. And when I'm working with someone and you liquefy their molecules so that they're contained fully in this space, that's when the psychic surgery can take place, when the energy can go in and literally dissolve, cut, remove, pull out and change all kinds of bodily flow and function, including the auric field. So we begin with the C, then we move to a B. Remember, I flatten these slightly to use old pitch that fits the body better. Now, B is the spirit. So we're locking in the molecules of the earth to activate the energy within the earth grid, and then we're pulling spirit down through the top of our head. Now, to begin with, I try and keep the sound very high in my head to open the Horus Gateway, and slowly you pull that sound down till it sits right in your sacral chakra at the seat of all your emotions, okay? So, let's try this B. Up here on the top of the head. Trying to get this sound to connect to the top part of the body, really through the crown. And then pulling the sound down, darkening the E down to an oo, helps to pull this down. So now let's just focus on that oo and try and build that same energy frequency shield. Now you will hear that I'm using vibrato. The vibrato is like going in with a broom or a duster and kind of knocking the energy a little bit. And when you've knocked it enough, you can find a particular vowel shape in your mouth, somewhere between an E, an oo and an O, that's a perfect, it's like the safe code. It's like turning the safe key and finding the combination till everything's perfect, and when that happens you'll feel the energy just unfold into the space. Okay, so I'm just going to do that B a little bit more so you can listen for that lock. And there it is. And so I make this space, I create this sound so that before the client comes in, I've made this energy available so that then when the client comes in and they're ready for their healing session, I can activate this energy very quickly again. It's also very important after each healing to cleanse the area so that the energy changes. And you do this cycle again, including washing. Okay, so I hope this helps.